Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along, especially today. Okay, what I'm going to have a look at is I'm going to have a look at Felon 45's health. I don't touch it very often, but boy, oh boy, before I came on this morning, before my very first video, I thought, oh, I'll just have a look to see whether there's any ranting happening over on Untruth Social. So I put in Trump on Truth Social, which takes you up to the page without having to log in. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to log in. You don't have to accept any cookies, but you can scroll. You can't comment. You can't go into articles or anything like that, but you can see what's happening. I went in there, entertainment only, and the only item, it said there are no posts, and it had the banner. So the Felon 45, Orange Twerp, the Yeti, whatever you like to call him, his page had been taken down, or the posts on the page had been taken down. Right, it's not interesting. So then I gave it a couple of minutes and I refreshed the page. It's been cleaned. Significantly cleaned. Well, the last 36 hours have been cleaned, from what I can tell. The last post that looks remotely like it was made by the Orange Twerp was about 36 hours ago, and you can tell because it's capitals and exclamation marks, and the actual spelling and punctuation is just hideous. Doesn't mean it wasn't Don Jr. that did it though, but everything in the last 36 hours was injected with bleach. Let me just put it that way, was sanitized. So I want to have a look at how his health's going. First reading I did this morning, or this afternoon, I should say, suggested strongly that he's been sedated. The back and forth has just been, oh my goodness. The first reading I did today had the advisors are desperately in damage control at the moment. I noticed in the Oval Office yesterday that the felon who'd been missing for 3 days, even though there were supposed posts going up on the Untruth Social, was sitting there very deliberately covering like this his left hand. How's he feeling? Well, things are being fully... Oh, you want to have a look at these cards? The order they came out in? Full illumination, full exposure. Can also be naivety and a childlike emperor has no clothes. You've got the devil here, addiction potentially, corruption, addiction, overindulging, turning blue perhaps even. 'Tis the ending. And then the Justice card. Look at that, 4 major arcana. Anyone think I'd stack that? If I have a look at the other side, we've got the Magician, the Manipulation, with, is this the Vote or is this a money trail that's leading with, is emotionally of great disappointment? Is that doctors consulting in secret, or is that dark money behind the scenes? But it's got the infighting, the world, ending of a chapter, the Fool, stepping off the cliff, Sword of Truth, Ace of Cups, the emotional breakdown, and then we have the win at any cost, Steal. Okay, let me put those back and actually start this reading. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. By crikey and holy crumbs, what a day to wake up to. So, show me what is happening with the Orange Twerp's health today. Entertainment only. What is happening with his health? Now, why did that suddenly go very dark? Let me move that back again. Sorry about that. Things have gone very dark for him. Very dark. Let's have a look. Show me. Show me. Show me what. Show me the orange twerp, the Yeti, the mango Mussolini, the taco, Cheeto, whatever you like to call them. Show me, show me, show me. How's his house at the moment? What's happening with him at the moment? What are they doing at the moment? I haven't looked to see whether he's made some sort of announcement. I keep coming back to KKK Levitt coming out and saying that was unfortunate, talking about Leon blabbing about the Epstein files. No denial, no attack back, the wording. Now, it's one of those, when you've been really, really, really big trouble with your parents or your mother, especially as a little kid, or whomever happens to be the adult when you're a little kid, and you've passed a point where they just say, well, that was unfortunate, and you are in major, major trouble. It's when they're past the point of anger, or the anger is so high that there's no emotion. This is where they're at now. So how is his house? And I'm just looking at the two cards on the bottom. Looking to escape overseas, trail, treason, or is this his vascular system that I was getting all last year? Man, I was expecting him to drop at any moment. But then he disappeared for about 10 days after the November the 5th. And I would swear he's had some major work done, stents put in or whatever it was. And then he was weekend at Bernie's over the line. Then got the Wheel of Fortune, things changing, the sedation. Look at these major arcana of the orange one, the foolishness, the tearing apart from within, and then attempting to get out of Dodge. So let me put those back randomly in my pile here and continue shuffling. Let's have a look. I think he's been sedated, forced to have a lie down, forced to go and have a lie down. So show me. If you can hear some banging, that's my daughter up the hallway and she's disappearing again. So all good. If you hear my guides, let me know. Often come through really clear when they talk. So show me, how is Felon 45's house given the rapid uncoupling of the last couple of days? Show me the rapid uncoupling the last couple of days. Show me how is he? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's almost like I don't know what to say. Okay. Delusional. Confused. It's a dementia card. Fogged. You've got the magic mushrooms and the happy backy and the happy backy in the raw form. I think he's I think he's taking some stuff that has got him in this clouded state. Let me just put it that way. Because it is, boy oh boy, did that collapse quickly. Because he is night stressing big time. It is just turning into an absolute, utter nightmare situation for him. We've got the false victory at the base. Now, the reason why I call it the false victory, a lot of readers call it the victory card. In this form, I never have. Because if you have a look at the figures in the background, nobody is cheering, nobody is celebrating, nobody is even looking happy. So you've got this figure parading through town on this uncomfortable looking horse with nobody celebrating. The energy he's stewing in is the knowledge of the false victory. And he knows that Leon has all the cards. The emotional fallout, heartbreak, loss, despair, disappointment, the emotional fallout, the breakup, the uncoupling. Right, crowning this reading, I would say there are some health professionals. This could also mean a hospital visit card, but some health professionals having a look at, because I'm asking about his health, and pentacles mean health when I'm asking about health, assessing what they need, what to do. Now, shades of Michael Jackson's coming out in regards to the medicating. Forced, sedated, forced to lie down, forced to back off externally. Secrets being kept in regards to trying to keep his health under wraps, trying to keep it on even keel. But internally, he's losing the plot. This is my emotional breakdown card. Now, it may become, I get the feeling that they're trying to keep him under control, but he may break out and be publicly visible with this. We'll see. Hopes and fears. Oh, yeah, happy families. I think, okay, the Ten of Cups, the hopes and fears. It is about the ending of a cycle. I wonder if the call has gone out to Ivanka to get herself there. Because it is about the ending of a cycle and the family coming together. Tower moment. Barely upright. Trying to formulate a strategy. There's dementia, decline. I think it's going to be leaked. You've got the magician, the delusion, the emperor in his orange pants, his orange throne, and then you've got the potential vascular event taking place. Or it could simply be the exposure of treason. These are not good cards for his health. Evaluating his health, but it's not good. The descent into lunacy, the petulant stubbornness, sulkiness, end of a cycle. It's also hereditary stuff, end of a cycle stuff. And then you've got an announcement coming, and then you've got judgment. You've got here the medical symbol, the passing over of some sort of medication, but it's the end, the attempt to flee, but being stopped. Now, I'm wondering whether this is, I still don't, it's not Leon, it's not Fleon, in this reading. King of Cups, King of Swords, complete and utter downfall. This could be a combination of people stepping up, legal action, downfall. It doesn't matter how you spin it and read it, does not end well. I think I'm just going to say, I think he's being sedated. I think he is heading for an event. He's going to attempt to flee. This is coming out quicker than what any of us anticipated. So show me. Well, I don't even know where to go with this. I think this is very much hang on for the ride. Hang on. Don't doom scroll. If you're meant to know, the information will come to you. Is there something that we need to know about? Okay, is Felon 45? Is this the ending for him? Is this the beginning of entertainment only, if I didn't hold it up already for the lovely senses? Shouldn't sound so gleeful, but I just don't feel Shady's getting in either, and neither's Mikey of the Little Johnson. What's up? And guess what flipped out? It's the end. And he's going to attempt to escape, but he's not going to make it. This could be trapped within his own body, trapped within his own mind. Whatever's coming out, now this we've got, if I go to the bottom, it's my vote flipping card. An announcement being made about the process of democracy, secrets being revealed, and it's weekend now. We've actually got King's birthday weekend this weekend, so Monday is a public holiday, which means family my daughter's working. It's time and a half, double time, being a public holiday. Good on her. And I think she's got supervisor duties, so that's even a bit more for her. Good on her. Being a casual worker. Might mean husband's home, so I'll be back in the boudoir if that's the case on Monday. I am just going to say on this weekend, sit back, watch it unravel. Don't get involved. Don't submerge yourself in it. Don't doom scroll waiting for the next statement. Just let it happen. If you are coming across any maggers or ex-maggers or whatever, anyone that was a supporter, don't confront them with an "I told you so." No, don't, because all that'll do is they'll dig their heels in even more. So no "I told you so's." Have a musing about, oh dear, I wonder what's going to happen next, or I wonder if this is going to turn, whatever, pick your topic. Don't confront. Have a verbal contemplation moment with yourself and just plant the seed, because sorry, just realised that was his thing. Okay, I shall catch you, unless something really desperate happens in the next 2 days. I shall catch you on my Monday. Catch you later.